welcome to Tarun IAS. Today we will be discussing Delhi current affair based MCQs of 11th of October 2022. So let's start with first MCQ of the day. First question talks about, with reference to Malabar Exercise 2022, consider the following statements. India will host the 2022 edition of the Malabar Naval Exercise. The second statement says that its theme is empathy, harmony, cooperation. The third statement says this will include the countries of India, Australia, Japan, and America. The fourth statement says the Indian Navy will also participate in the International Fleet Review. So now let's see which one is the correct statement and which one is the incorrect statement. India will host the 2022 edition. No, it is actually Japan which is going to host the 2022 edition. Its theme is empathy, harmony, and cooperation. This statement is correct. This will include the countries of India, Australia, Japan, and America. This is also a correct statement. Indian Navy will also participate in the International Fleet Review. This is a correct statement. So 2 and 3, 4 are correct statement. First is incorrect. So since correct statements they have been asked, 2, 3 and 4 are the correct statement and C will be our answer. Let's move on to the second question. This is the explanation given here. So you can read the explanation. The second question says, with reference to graded response action plan, consider the following statements. It was notified by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change in 2021. This action plan is divided into 2 phases of air quality. An AQ between 401 and 450 is classified as severe, and AQI over 450 is categorized as severe plus. Now let's look at the first statement. It was notified by Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change on January 2022. So therefore first statement is incorrect. The action plan is divided into 2 phases. It is actually divided into 4 stages depending upon the air quality index. So we have got poor, very poor, severe and severe plus, right? Severe plus is more than 450 of AQI and severe is 401 to 450, right? So therefore statement 3rd and 4th are correct. First 2 statement 1 and 2 are incorrect, and 2, 3 and 4 are correct. 3 and 4 are correct. So therefore, because correct statement have been asked, so B will be our answer, right? This is going to be our answer. So let's move on to this is the explanation given here. Let's look at the question number 3rd. With reference to Central Drug Standard Control Organization. This is Central Drug Standard Control Organization. It is a national regulatory authority of the Ministry of Home Affairs. It has 6 zonal offices, 4 subzonal offices across the country. Its goal is to protect medicine, cosmetics and medical devices. It deals with the approval of drugs, conduct of clinical trials, preparation of standards of drugs, control over the quality of imported drugs in the country. Now the 4th statement is correct with reference to the Central Drug Control Organization. The first statement is incorrect. This is not under the Ministry of Home Affairs, right? So now we can eliminate the option 1, and it is also its goal is also to protect medicine, cosmetics and the medical devices. So which statement is not correct? Since not correct statement has been asked, so 4th was the correct statement, and only 1 is the incorrect statement, that this is not under the Ministry of Home Affairs. Alright, so therefore A will be our answer. So you can read the explanation here. This is a national regulatory authority under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, under the Directorate General of Health Services. It is headquartered in New Delhi. It has got 6 zonal offices, 4 subzonal offices, and 13 port offices across 7 laboratories across the country. You can further read the explanation here about the CDSCO. Let's move on to the fourth question. With reference to the deep space atomic clock, consider the following statement. It is a miniaturized, ultra-precise mercurial atomic clock for precise radio navigation in deep space. DSAC could simply measure how long it takes a signal from Earth to arrive and calculate its own position. DSAC is stable because it keeps time using electrically charged atoms or ions rather than neutral atoms. The project is managed by the Canadian Space Agency. Now we have to select the correct statement. With reference to the deep space atomic clock. Now the first statement is that it is a miniaturized ultra-precise mercurial atomic clock for precise radio navigation in deep space. It is stable because DSA could simply measure how long it takes a signal from Earth to arrive and calculate its own position. Now, these two statements are incorrect. It could simply measure how long it takes a signal from Earth to arrive and calculate its own position. Basically, they are the atomic clocks, right? And it is a miniature ultra precise mercurial clock. This is incorrect statement, right? It is stable because it keeps using electrically charged atoms or ions rather than neutral atoms. This is a correct statement. And because third is the correct statement, so first and 3 will be contradictory in nature, right? So therefore first is incorrect and third is the correct statement, and the project is managed by Canadian Space Agency. This is also a correct statement. So therefore 3 and 4 will be our answer. So B will be the correct option here. So you can read the explanation here. With reference to the heat waves, consider the following statements. The heat wave is considered when the maximum temperature of a station reaches at least 40 degrees Celsius for plains and at least 30 degrees Celsius for hilly regions. Now, this statement is correct. If the normal maximum temperature of a station is more than 40 degrees Celsius, then an increase of 4 degree to 5 degrees Celsius from the normal temperature is considered to be heat wave. This is also a correct statement. Severe heat waves have caused catastrophic crop failures, thousands of deaths from hypothermia, and widespread power outages due to increased use of air conditioning. This is also a correct statement. Now let's see our options. Which of the statements given above are correct? Since all 3 statements were correct, so D will be our answer. So you can read the explanation here. So that's it for today. Thank you.